Well, it's hard to believe, but summer is winding down, and that is the time of year when people start thinking about canning. Joining me now with more on this is Anita Keys with Common Ground. Anita, it's good to see you today.
Yes, this is one of my favorite times of the year because now all that work you've done in your garden, it's time to start harvesting it. And I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about just some basics of canning. So some of you, this is going to be a real repeat, but basically there are two types of canning. There's the water bath canning. It has to be at least 1 to 2 inches of water above your jars in this boiling water bath. There are different ways to do that, and I have found a couple. Okay, there's the typical old enamelware, like I said, or I've also found now there is a gadget you can plug in so you can have an electric one. Then when we get to pressure cooking, and this is what some people have real fear of, grandma's pressure cooker exploded, that sort of thing. So the pressure cooker is for certain products. So for the lower acid. So that includes all your vegetables, get the gauge tested every year. There's a gauge on it. So if you test that every year, that'll help for your safety factor. Make sure it's clean the rim. Those are the two basic kinds of canning that we do. I'm going to share with you just some of my little favorite things that I have found that are just some good tips. One, when you're putting food into the jar, use a wooden spoon to get the air bubbles out of it. So that's something to know. And talking about spoons, this is one of my all-time favorites. It's got a smooth, can you see that smooth edge on it? So it gets to the bottom of the kettle. That's a funnel. So when you're pouring such into there, I put it in there all the time, even if I've got pears or peaches or something a little bit bigger, then it just keeps this edge clean. This is a lid picker-upper. How fun is that? It gets it out of your hot water. Okay, this is the gripper that you get it out of the hot water. I even put it in the hot water with that. A little more I want to tell you about. This is about sources. Okay, and my first recommendation would be get the Ball Blue Book. Lots of things to learn here. And it's a learning process. I mean, I've been canning for 30 some years, canned thousands and thousands of jars, and I still am learning things.
Thank you very much for telling us some of those things and some tricks of the trade as far as how to can. And coming up in a little while, you are going to have a recipe for us.